Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel. Between the last episode and this episode, we have been chatting a little bit in the comments and we've learned two really nice and important things. One of them is that we can actually sell our Sepid Mass. Apparently it has no function than just to get some extra cash in our pocket that we can spend on whatever we want. So let's do that straight away. Yes. So this is an additional 6,500 Mira we just have because we fought. I do not mind that. This also means that we can technically buy these two recipes. Well, that's the question. I still don't know if it's a recipe or just a one-time use item. So I'm just gonna buy them for now. And once we are in a combat situation or something like that, I will use them and see, next to healing ourselves, if we actually learn the recipe for it. Because I'm just gonna assume there is cooking in this game, seeing as we have been getting ingredients from the enemies. The other thing was a slight warning that there is a potential of getting quests or separate storylines without there being an exclamation mark above the character, so making it even more important that we talk to everyone. So we'll definitely give it our best shot, but for now let's continue on. Students aren't allowed behind the counter. What if I took a part-time job? Would it be allowed back there then? And the clubhouse and the saloon or salon. I think this is where we need to be, right? Yeah, there's the marker, so we're gonna straight to the third floor. Damn. With the carpet being laid like this, that seems really fancy. It's for nobles, isn't it? Noble exclusive salon. No lower class students allowed. Really? There's actually a difference in sound while walking over the floor here and when you're walking over that carpet. That's attention to detail. Do you get any first years to join the literary club? We get one from the photography club, but he's already showing up late and slacking off. She's lost in her own little book world again. Once she gets absorbed into her own little world, there's no way to reach her. I hope that the new member comes along soon. Well, I did know that one of our classmates wanted to join. Tall boys with glasses really are the best. Just thinking about them makes me all tingly. Is she reading hentai? She is, isn't it? Tall boys with glasses really are the best. We do know one boy that's relatively tall and does wear glasses. Maybe at some point we need to get him in here. Because you know I'm talking about Machias. Just seeing if that will keep her out of the books for a bit. Another day, another beat down by the nobles. I thought for sure that I would be able to win today too. Is this club ever gonna break its losing streak? Maybe? Just keep on trying. By practicing all the time, you will only get better and better. Who knows? Maybe one time you will be able to beat them. The Imperial Fishing Club. Gone fishing, Kenneth. Photography club. This appears to be an unused room. Maybe we could make our own club and then ask if we could use this location for our activities. This looks like the place. There's definitely still someone inside. I can sense it. Hopefully I'm not interrupting.
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Rean Schwarzer. Instructor Sara sent you, right?
She did.
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book.
Towa Herschel.
The name's Towa Herschel. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you?
Not in the slightest. But she does look rather young though. I do agree with Rean on that.
I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe.
Well, we don't know how she got to be the student council president. Who knows, maybe there was no one else. Or maybe she's just really, really good at it.
So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
Received the student notebook.
Oh, our student notebooks! I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orbments. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template.
Okay, that actually makes a bit of sense, that we had to wait 2 weeks getting our notebooks. The other reason would be very strange, that you have to start the year and you don't even get your notebook on how everything works until you're at like 2 weeks into the course.
But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sara asked me to do it on her behalf.
Why do I get the feeling that Sara likes to push off all her work to other people? Like she did with Towa and Rean?
Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
It really should.
Technically, you're right, but she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot, too, so I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So, you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do, too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sara.
Oh, God, what did she sign us up for?
She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right?
Really? In all honesty, it does sound like something Sara would do.
It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
She really meant literally everything. Sneaky little wench. That Sara? I like it.
Mwah, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sara's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Why do I get the feeling that I will not have any time to join a club? Because getting requests done from the Academy and Trista? That sounds like a lot of extra work.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. And we try to help out however we can.
So basically like a little guild for Trista? Because it doesn't seem like they have one here, as far as we can see.
I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day, and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Thanks.
And in all honesty, I don't think Erebonia does have guilds, right? Or at least not a lot. I have to read up on that.
Dusk already? What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria.
Oh, that's actually really nice. One, yes, you were forced to help out, but then at least she tried to make you feel a little bit more comfortable to treating you to dinner. I would have said yes too.
And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Rean Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
A little bit manipulative, but I think I get the gesture.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, she actually did force us to stay away from it, because Rean, he cannot just let it go. He has to help because of his good conscience, and that meaning that he will not have time for the clubs. I'm relatively sure about that.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president. So, Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course, but in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Well...
I am being controlled by someone outside this world. That does make me special.
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Oh, that was drinking sounds. I thought that Rean was about to get sick by the thought that he had to do all that stuff.
Beer, of course.
Nice.
It's the weekend and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome.
In other words, she would have had plenty of time to do her own work instead of pushing it off to the student council.
If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Is he coming on to me? Is he just slightly hinting that she wants me to go to her room for a drink? Maybe.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along. And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Yeah. And you can say what you want, Sara definitely isn't a normal instructor, that's for sure. But hey, we're not the normal class. It's Chapter 1, Unconventional Studies. Afterwards, Rean returned straight to the dormitory, and after relaxing in his room for a while, he decided to walk around the dorms. You can now view the overall achievements and character tabs of your notebook. Both can be accessed by pressing the back button or choosing Note from the camp menu and then selecting their respective tabs. Alright, President Towa left me in charge of handing out everyone's notebooks. Tomorrow's our first free day, so I should get this done with tonight. You can explore Class 7's dorm on the night before each free day. Be aware, however, that the story will progress should you return to Rean's room. So technically, we could go anywhere as long as it's not back into my own room. Okay, so 201 is my room. Got it. This appears to be a vacant room. So there's growth potential? Or is it more like a storage room? Yeah, multiple layers, multiple red exclamation marks. Basically, every notebook has its own exclamation mark with every student. Ah, that's fine. Since they already warned me that the story will continue when I go back to my room, we can just go everywhere. I don't think it will matter. Or I hope. You know what? Let's start from top to bottom. Instructor Sara's room is locked. Yeah, if she's out drinking in her own room, then one, she's passed out drunk, or she doesn't want the students seeing her being drunk. which, to be honest, I wouldn't expect her to be worried about that. She seems pretty laid back. This appears to be a vacant room. So far, I'm not very lucky with picking a room for a scene. This should be Fee's room. Who's there? It's me, Rean. I've got something here for you. Coming. Rean handed Fee her student notebook. Cheers. Oh, you were sleeping? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. You surprised you when you went to sleep this early though. I mean, we just had dinner. Well, I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah. Just wanted to give you the notebook. Right. She's a unique one, that girl. I wonder how she ended up a student here anyway. Me too. And I wonder if it's because she's a bit of an introvert, or is she just being extremely careful around people she don't know? I wonder if she's gone back to sleep already. Well, unless she sleeps on the floor, cause it looks like a character's in the middle of the room. I'd rather not wake her up again. This should be Emma's room. Yes, who is it? It's me, Rean. Do you have a moment? Rean, I'll be right there. Rean handed Emma her student notebook. Thank you. Oh, on an unrelated note, how are you planning on spending the day tomorrow? I'm thinking I'll be helping out the student council. How about you? Well, I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Oh right, joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem really good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you're able to make up with Alyssa soon. Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to her again later. Good luck, but don't try to rush things either. I think Alyssa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. But don't worry, I'm sure we'll all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. Thank you for bringing me the notebook too. Yeah, she seems really nice. Talking to her just cheers me up. Let's hope I can get this all sorted out soon. Yeah, a really nice person. This should be Laura's room. Hey, Laura? Are you in there? Oh, is that you, Rean? I'll be right there. Rean handed Laura her student notebook. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. Oh, don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. Well, I was just practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That is some concentration, alright. Maybe I should do some practicing when I get back to my room too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to duel with sometimes too. Well then, good night. Good night. Yeah, that was definitely a low-key invitation to go sparring one day. Definitely have to take her up on it. The sounds of Laura practicing can be heard. Sounds like she's back at it. I wouldn't want to interrupt her. Yeah. I need to give Alyssa her student notebook too. Right, here goes. Who is it? It's me, Rean. What do you want? What are you even thinking coming to some innocent girl's room this late at night? Okay, good point. I wouldn't want to have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Rean explained that Towa asked him to hand out everyone's student notebooks. Oh, okay, wait a moment. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, Just hold on a second. Rean took out Alyssa's notebook. It should be this one. Let's see. Alyssa, don't read that! Yeah, I think we have our next confirmation about her last name. They might just as well say it. Alyssa snatched the student notebook out of Rean's hand. I can't even let my guard down around you for a second, can I? Oh, sorry. I can't tell which notebook is which without looking inside. I really didn't mean any harm. Or so you say. Anyway, this is all you wanted, isn't it? Good night then. Damn, talk about slamming the door shut. Well, I guess I'll have to go back off for tonight. But it seems that R is just an initial. I didn't finish reading her full name before she snatched it out of my hands though. Is there a reason she's hiding it? Yeah. She's a noble from a very, very rich family. A very important one at that. But it does seem that this entire floor is for the girls' dorm. So I'm guessing that our layer is for all the boys. So what would be downstairs then? Just the community area? Ooh, storage. Signs for our posts. This appears to be a vacant room. Well, we do have a lot of... Ah, there she is. I thought she was going to be in her own room. You really can't beat an ice-cold beer after work. No, wait. Maybe you can. With 2 ice-cold beers. I do like her train of thought. Especially on the weekend. Have you been drinking all night? At least try not to fall asleep here, okay? I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't you worry your pretty little head about me. I'm indestructible. Especially since I've got the day off tomorrow. You say that like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking. Well, anyway, you were nice enough to take on some work for the student council, so that's a load off my shoulders. I'm looking forward to seeing how you perform tomorrow. Right. Wow, she went from plaster to bastard in the blink of an eye. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Maybe. Really though, how great is that? We're all free to do whatever we want tomorrow. And the only proper way to celebrate is drinking the night away. Or maybe not. Yeah, not for you, Rean, cause you got chores to do tomorrow. Sara's chores, mainly. Right, this is probably where we have dinner and breakfast. Little kitchen area. Does look really nice though. Like everything has a place for it. I really do like that. Alright, guessing we're going back upstairs and giving the books to the boys. No, that's my room. Skip that. This appears to be a vacant room. We already checked that. This should be Machias's room. Who is it? It's me, Rean. I got something here for you. Ah, I'll be right there. Rean handed Machias his student notebook. Oh, sorry to make you go to all that trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying there? I'm sorry if I interrupted you. Oh, no need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying though? You've got pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. Well then, you should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard too. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up those snobby upper class students. I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah, good night. This does show us how observant Rean actually is. The fact that he comes out and he instantly notices that his hand is covered in pencil. Yeah, that's gonna come into play later. Or that's just because we are the main character. Like we, as the player, notice a lot too, so he's actually just playing into that. I shouldn't interrupt him while he's studying. Ooh, Gaius says his door just opened. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Okay, so he has some really specific coverings on the wall. Must be from his hometown or something. Oh, evening, Rean. What's up? Actually, I was just looking for you. I've got your student notebook here. Here you go. Rean handed Gaius his student notebook. Oh, I was wondering when that will come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. Oh, no worries. Your room's got a really distinctive feel to it, though. What's that hanging on the wall? Ah, that's sort of an ornament made in the North Highlands. I thought it'd be a nice way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. Ah, I see. It really does give the whole room an exotic feel. You've cut your brushes out too, so I'm guessing you're going to spend tomorrow painting? Yeah, I'm planning to head over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Will do. Well, I will definitely come by to see how you are, cause we do tend to talk to a lot of people during the day. This should be Justice's room. Who's there? It's me, Rean. I've got your student notebook here. Ah, very well. Rean handed Justice his student notebook. You have my thanks. Oh, don't mention it. Mind if I ask you what you were up to? I was just simply reading. Oh? What kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions? Huh? Well, we may live in the same dorm. The two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity to me does not give you a license to intrude on my private life. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Technically he is right, but I think Rean just wants to connect a little bit of social little chats, just to see how everyone is, what their interests lie. Like, connect a little bit more to every person in the class. And I do understand that Justice wants to keep people at a distance because he is a noble. But seeing he is in this class, he needs to lighten up a little bit. I don't mind him poking Machias, but he can get a little bit more open to the other classmates. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful of when and to whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. Well, he is right about that. Was that meant to be a warning? He doesn't seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. But maybe he's got a good heart. Well, I'm sure we'll find out. I probably shouldn't bother him again. Very interesting that the two of the most easygoing people haven't gotten their door locked, so we can just walk on in. I hope that the further in the game we get to, the more people will just standardly have their door open. Just so we can just walk in, talk to them casually. Because it does give off a sign, because when they have their door open, they are also open to that interaction with people. That's a good thing. Ooh. That's his violin, got a radio. Does he have two violins? Oh, he does. He has one in his hand, one on there, two on the wall. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Because violins don't come cheap. And here I thought he was just a commoner, but maybe he's a rich commoner. Oh, hey there, Rean. Something the matter? Towa gave me class 7 student notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm just going around delivering those. Here's yours, Elliot. Rean handed Elliot his student notebook. Oh, thanks. Anyway, were you playing the violin in here? Sorta. It's pretty late, so I wasn't really playing per se. Just doing the fingering and motions. The wind orchestra isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get in some practice tonight instead. Oh wow, you're really into your music, huh? I can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. The room's stuck full of musical stuff too. It's not that much, honestly. It really is. I know a few people that are really into music and have their own instruments as well. They really don't have 4 of them. 2? Maybe, but not more. It'd be nice if the walls in these dorms were a bit more soundproof though. Then I'd be able to play all night without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. Nerd! No, it's okay. Everybody has their own hobbies, and if music is yours, go for it, full force. Alright, that seems to be everyone. We handed over all the notebooks. No exclamation marks here. And let's go downstairs and talk to Sara one more time. Really though, how great is that? We're all free to do whatever we want tomorrow. Yeah. Or maybe not. No, I was wondering that since we did complete our task of delivering all the notebooks, then maybe she would have a different reaction, like we are conversing to her like we did what you wanted us to do. Apparently, that's all there is to it. Okay, let's go to bed then. Should I call it a day? Choosing to rest will cause the date to change and the main story to advance. I think we've done everything we can here. Yeah, the game has a few moments that it does glitch a little bit, but pressing the turbo button just instantly move it forward, so that's fine. As long as I have a way around it. Another beautiful morning. Obtain student council tasks. April. Old school mystery, oral delivery, and a noteworthy loss. Okay, let's read them. Principal Van Dyke. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old schoolhouse of late. As such, I would like to request that one or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. For more details, come see me in my office on the first floor of the main building. Principal Van Dyke. So I'm guessing the required ones are to progress the story, and the blue ones are probably like optional, which to us means they're also mandatory because we want to actually do those. George, I've just finished preparing a bunch of orbital tech here at the engineering club, but I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by the engineering building, left of the student union building, and I'll tell you more. George, Year 2, Class 3. A perfect quest to force us to go all over town and talking to people, learning about stuff. Love these kind of quests at the beginning of a game. Colette, I kind of dropped my student notebook and now I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone be willing to help me look? I've been looking for it on the first floor of the student union building, and I'd really appreciate it if someone lend me a hand. Colette, Year 1, Class 4. We'd definitely help. Who knows, maybe on our roundabout trip, talking to all the students, maybe we find some hints on where it is. And maybe find it before we even reach her. One from the principal, one from the engineering club. Oh hey, and one from another first year. I certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. I hope I don't screw it up. I'm curious about that one from the engineering club too. Sounds interesting. Yeah, and maybe it will open up the store to our orbment changes, buying quartz and stuff, because I think they said it was in there. Well, I've got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. You can now view Quest tab in your notebook. The Quest tab automatically records the progress of all quests, extracurricular activities you undertake. It can be accessed by pressing the back button or by choosing Note in the cam menu, followed by Quests. Some quests must be completed in order to advance the main story. These quests have a requirement mark next to their name and the story will progress only once they've been completed. Quests without this mark are not essential for advancement and will disappear from the list if not undertaken in a timely manner. Received 2 bonding points? About bonding events. On free days, special events can be triggered with certain classmates and sub-characters. These are called bonding events. 1 point will be consumed each time you view an event, but your bond with that character will be strengthened. When the time of day advances to evening, all daytime bonding events and quests will no longer be available. In exchange, you will receive 1 bonus point, which can be used to trigger an evening exclusive bonding event. On your free days, you can use bonding points to participate in bonding events with other characters. Different bonding events will be available during daytime and evening. In the evening, on your free days, you will receive an additional bonding point. So basically 3 points each day. Well, each free day. Alright, so I'm guessing these are not mandatory. They say that once the time passes, they will no longer be available. So I'm guessing we want to do these before we do our quests. Because I think the quests, since they are mandatory, will progress the time of day to move forward. But before we do these, I want to talk to everyone first. Just to make sure we don't trigger anything. And if we find a person we can have these bonding events with, I'm hoping there's an indicator or something like that. We can just avoid them for the time being. But yeah, let's start walking around, because I'm thinking we're not gonna be able to talk to everyone during this episode. So we'll see how far we can get and continue the rest, of course, on the next one. And of course, the first thing we need to do is to check if anyone is still at home. So we can have a chat with them before we head out. So any of the boys still at home? It's my room. With a beautiful sword on the wall. A nice saying. Which of course I have no idea what it says, but it looks very interesting. Alright. Picture where we got stuck on the previous episode. It appears to be a vacant room. Makia's room is locked, so he's already out. His room is still unlocked and he's probably already gone to the art room. Also locked? Yeah, I'm guessing there's nobody gonna be here. Never mind. I could be wrong. Phew. You're looking pretty busy here, Elliot. Yeah, I just got some packages from home. Heavy ones, at that. Just carried them up here and I'm already totally beat. I can't believe that. Seems like there's food in one of these too. I should probably look through them. Well, I am here. Should I give him a hand? Oh, this must be one of these bonding events. But there's no indicator on the map that it is, so... Basically, bonding events are with every classmate we have. So I'm guessing, considering this a question, we can decide yes or no. Spend time? No. I want to talk to everyone first before we make a decision, but this slight mistake does show us that we can back out of it and not accidentally activate it. I like that. But yeah, there's no indicator on the map that there is an event. Alright. Good to know. Because now I'm still wondering, like, if we can have bonding events with the students, with our classmates, will there also be other people we can have bonding events with? I'm pretty sure it won't be like an NPC, but maybe someone like Sara, Towa, people that are more connected to us, maybe one of the teachers. That would be interesting. Alyssa's room is locked. Laura's room is locked. Ooh. That was a little sneak peek into her room. Emma's room is locked. And of course, V's room is locked as well. Except Sarah's room, and what's she doing? She's in bed. I wonder if she's having a hangover right now. Oh, hopping right on it? Aren't you the diligent student? I'll bet Towa's got you so wrapped around her finger already that she snaps your finger and you leap into action. No, that's not how it is. And besides, I'm not even sure what to think of you sitting here relaxed after dumping all that work on me. Hey, now I'm an instructor. This is my precious day off, so let me just be completely unproductive for one day, okay? I feel like your mind every day is a day off. Alright, so no bonding event with her. I'm slightly saddened by that and I don't know why. I'm not saying that I wanted to see if we could get a romance with Sara, because that is just not okay as instructor and her student, but it would be interesting. Right, I'm guessing we're going out. The weather's beautiful today. Right then, let's head out. At the center of Trista is a shopping district. You can purchase a variety of items in the stores there. Brandon's general goods stocks ingredients and accessories. Lesage is a boutique selling clothing, footwear and accessories. Kane's bookstore sells reading materials such as newspapers and obviously books. Kirsch Cafe and Inn stocks food items. You can also pay a small fee to rest here and restore your CP. Ooh. So basically it's an inn that not only restores your HP and EP, but also your CP. That could be actually quite useful. You can now use the X button to access the quick travel menu. When in town, you can use the X button to access the quick travel menu. You can also see characters' locations as well, whether they have a bonding event available. Ah, so we can't actually see it on the local map, but we can see it on the global map. Okay. No event, or you've already viewed this character. Event available. Alright. Alright, let's have a little look around the map. So Machias is at the cafe and inn with a bonding event. Elliot has his event in the dormitory, which we already saw. Okay, maps, Trista Academy. So this is the dormitory other? No, it's the main building. Okay, so Gaius is of course in the art room. And looks like the first floor is, I think that's the Principal Van Dyke's room, which will of course be the required quest. We got the engineering building with a required request. We got an icon. That's at Old Schoolhouse, that's me. We got Emma. And I think that's Towa, the student union. No events. We got Fee in the courtyard. Alyssa and Juices on the academy field. And we got Laura with an event in the gymnasium. I think I already know which one I definitely want to do later. Definitely Laura's event. And then we just need to decide whether we pick Elliot with helping with cleaning up his room, or with Machias at the cafe inn. Yeah. I guess we'll just talk to him, see what he wants our help with, and then decide which one of the two we're gonna pick. Laura, she's a definite one. An event with Laura at the gymnasium, which we know she joined the swimming club. Who knows, maybe we can have a nice dip with her. Definitely want to try and see. Alright. I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it here. That we're gonna start our entire exploration of the entirety of Trista and the Academy on our next episode. And see if we can all fit it in nice and neat into one episode. Maybe if I make it a little bit longer. I think we should be able to. But we're gonna do that on the next time. In that regard, I can also think a little bit more on who I want to do the bonding events with. You know what? I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna talk to Machias first before we end it. So I know what he wants us to do. So I can really have a good thought about whether we go with Elliot or with Machias. I think that would be a wise thing. I was surprised to find that in spite of its quaint size, this town has all the shops one could possibly want. This cafe has a rather pleasant atmosphere too. It seems like the perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like a town built around the academy. I have to hand it to you though. You're really dedicated to your studies. Just doing what's expected of a student. You should try to make a habit of preparing for classes in advance and then reviewing new materials afterwards. Seems like a smart idea. Maybe this will be a good chance to get to know him a little better. Initially, when I think about Elliot and Machias, I think it might be wise to go with Machias, because like I said, he's a bit not very easy to get along with, just like Juices, and maybe by getting to know him a little bit better, maybe we can use that to our advantage to bridging that gap between Machias and Juices in the long run. Totally speculating, but we might be able to. I think that's what we're gonna do with it. And like I said, we'll do our exploration of the entire town, checking out the stores, checking out the cafe/inn, and all the other places we can find. This is gonna be a very packed episode next time, but a really interesting one at that. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, oops, pardon me, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure to be back next time as we explore Trista this beautiful morning. Alright, see you then.